again, and I wanted to go over how to determine the result of a question like this, which involves a discount and then sales tax. Um, Generically speaking, or generally speaking, it's a percent markdown and then a percent increase overall based on the wording that's here. So first and foremost, as usual, let's go over what we're being asked to do. So let's highlight the question in particular after we read it. So Kendall has a 25% off coupon he will use towards his next sporting equipment purchase at Wally's Sporting Goods. The subtotal comes to 79.83. How much will he have to pay after a 3.79% sales tax and then round to the nearest cent? You're asked to show your work, so let's go from there. All right, so how much will he have to pay after a 3.79% sales tax? So as you know, there's no way that you can add 3.79% without knowing what, right? It has to be of something. So we have to start there, and that kind of leads us back to where we need to go. So let's change colors a little bit. We know that the subtotal comes to 79.83, but we can't take the tax off of that because we don't know what the discounted price is. In this case, we have to change the price first by removing 25%. Okay, so as it stands, we will have to calculate a few things. So let's get to it. First and foremost, you have to know that with a 25% discount, what you're going to end up with is the remaining percent. Okay, and the remaining percent is representative of the discounted price. So in our equation, what we would have is 0.75 because 75% expressed as a decimal is 0.75. And you need to multiply that by 79.83, which is our price. And that's going to give us our discounted price. So let's go grab the calculator and let's make sure that we have that and we're ready to go. Okay, so 79.83, and we need 75% of that, so we're multiplying by 0.75, which is $59.8725. So this 25 right here is not necessarily going to make us change the 7. It's going to stay as is. So 59.87 is the new cost of whatever equipment Kendall is buying. So 59.87 is what he has to pay. So that is the cost after the discount, and we need to now get the sales tax, which is 3.79% of this, and we're going to add it to the price. So you can either calculate what 3.79% is and then add it, or we can go ahead and do what we did a little while ago and reflect what the percentage is going to be after the increase. So we're adding 3.79% to 100, which is 103.79%. And that reflects the overall cost after the taxes have already been included. So when I go and solve this, what I'm going to use after I divide 103.79 by 100 is 1.0379 times the new price of $59.87, because that is the discounted price. I can no longer use $79.83. That is not what Kendall is paying. Kendall is going to pay $59.87, and the taxes get applied to that. So from here, when we put this in the calculator, 1.0379 times 59.87, what you end up getting is 62.139073. So we have to round that off to the nearest cent, which is going to be, wait, if I go over here and I make sure that I highlight this 9 is telling me to change the 3 ahead of it to a 4. So this is going to be, $62.14. So Kendall has to pay $62.14 for the sporting equipment that he is looking to buy at that particular moment in time. So once again, a quick recap. You ended up with, and let's highlight these in purple. Okay, this was the percent that was left after the discount, and this was the percent that you get after the percent increase. And you had to do them separately because the price is affected by the discount, and then the price is affected by the tax. So you had to do the two things separately, and there you go.